Bartholomew Kuma is shaping up to be one of the best written characters in One Piece, period. You can forget about land, sea, and no backstory Kaido. You can push Gold L. Roger to the side. I'm talking about the king of Sorbet Kingdom, the silent tyrant. And I am here to welcome everyone to the Church of Kuma. It has been a long time coming, but we have waited for this moment. We knew it would come, and it is finally here. Now, if you've been keeping up with the chapters, you know that we are about to get a massive lore dump on Kuma. We've got a pop head that essentially holds all of his memories and everything he's gone through up until the point where he was turned into PX0. And I am easily willing to bet the backstory we get from that is going to make Kuma one of the best characters ever. And just think about this for a second. We were introduced into Kuma like in 2002, out like even over 20 years ago. And we're only now just diving deep into the character that is Kuma. When you think about all the things we've gone through with him as a character and everything we've seen from him, we realize we haven't hit any kind of real knowledge on learning who this character is. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why I love his character the most, is that we didn't know everything about him. But I knew that at some point we would get so much info about him. That's why I stuck on for so long, and that's why I always find characters like Kuma super interesting. Just think of all the connections Kuma has. He's been connected with Dragon. He's been the king of a kingdom, which means he's probably connected to other kings. He's probably connected to things like the Reverie. He's worked directly with the Gorosei and the world government. He's worked with Vegapunk closely. Vegapunk even goes as far as to call him a close friend and an honorable man. Just think about that. Think about the people that would consider Kuma a friend in this story. You have Vegapunk, you have Dragon, two of the most anticipated people in the story, and they both look at this man Kuma and they consider him a great person. And we've also had that recent revelation that Bonnie is actually Kuma's daughter. Even she goes as far as to say Kuma was not only a kind father, but just a great man overall. So where are these tyrant allegations coming from? Even Jinbei mentions that he knows Kuma to be this tyrannical warmonger that was disposed from his kingdom. But has Jinbei ever actually seen him be a tyrant? Has anyone actually ever seen him be a tyrant? Nah, world government's been spreading all kinds of propaganda to put Kuma down. And that's because he's part of the revolutionaries. They can't have a king be a part of the revolutionaries and openly defy them. So no, they take away his kingdom, they take away his throne, they put him down, and they make him into a slave for the celestial dragons to make a point. And let me tell you, seeing Kuma go through all these things, seeing him slowly lose his humanity, seeing him as a broken down robot protecting the sunny, seeing him as a slave for the celestial dragons, that all hurts so much. But now we're getting to the point where it was worth the pain. Because now we're getting answers. Now we're getting lore. Now we're getting reasons for why we keep seeing Kuma in the story. And just think about how many times Kuma saved the Straw Hats, our main characters. He gave us the dub in Throwbark. He saved us in Sabondi. He saved Sunny in Sabondi. He basically gave us the chance to go to the new world. We wouldn't be able to do any of that if it wasn't for Kuma. Yet they have the nerve to call this man a tyrant. And let's not forget our recent revelation of how insane his power is. Now, I've always thought Kuma had one of the most versatile powers, and I always thought that with the most creativity, you could make a lot out of that power because it's literally just pushing something. Like he has the ability to reflect or push anything he touches. But when we see him use it in Thriller Bark, he uses it on things that don't even have basically any tangibleness to him. He uses it on fire, he uses it on concepts like pain, fatigue. And as we're just now learning, he can use it on things like memories. Basically, he turns whatever he touches into a tangible set of waves that can then be introduced to other characters. And if it isn't apparent how broken that power is, think about all the things that we can't normally touch or interact with that he can convert to solid matter. He should be able to reflect things like light itself if he wants to. Imagine Kizaru goes in for a light speed kick and then all of a sudden, boop, he's gone, reflected, out of here. And I feel like there's even more to Kuma's power than what we've been introduced to so far. I feel like we've only scratched the surface of what Vegapunk is trying to learn about Kuma's power. Honestly, he just keeps getting better and better as a character. Like there's so much that we still don't know about him, yet I already feel validated in thinking that he's well written and he's a strong archetype for like a top character. and I feel like he can only get better from this. His backstory is going to connect so many things. I think he has potential to be a top 5 of the best written characters. Now, is there a bias on this because I love Kuma so much? Absolutely, there's a bias, but that doesn't change anything. The facts are in the story itself. I'm just here to say the doors for the Church of Kuma are always open. Kuma stocks are up. Buy now because they about to explode in the next few chapters. And in honor of Kuma, if you had to leave a comment, what would it be? Let me see it down below. Catch you in the next one. Bye.